Hello, welcome to the Custom Beat Show. It is Monday night, just tapping in and tuning in, you know what I'm saying? Everything just been good lately. Been good. Quick update and a big shout out to the guys that do Blam Wrestling here in Pittsburgh, PA. They shot the last scene of their movie yesterday. I got a chance to run sound for that. So, big shout out to them. Big shout out to them. You know what I'm saying? Also, today is the day the sound box came out. For those who've been watching, checking me out on YouTube and whatnot, I got a tutorial up there. It kind of introduces the sound box and shows you how to run it. It's something that you're meant to have fun with. You know what I mean? And yeah, man, just literally wanted to put a product out that people could use. So we're in the building with that, and just gonna call this up so I can see my chat. And as y'all can see, the title tonight, it's the Custom Beat Show with Ross Maisha. I'm about to bring Ross on here in a minute, and we're gonna chop it up with Ross for a little while. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. About to go ahead and make sure I can see you guys commenting in. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, share the show, make it do what it do. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna get this here together. Hold on, we're gonna go ahead and log in here. Make sure that we can see you guys chatting. Okay. Yeah, and also when you're in the chat, make sure you're following everybody. Make sure you're letting people know where you're from, what you're doing, and all that good stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because this is a network as well. We're gonna try to get the network to build, keep it building up. Let me see here. We're just trying to get the chat thing going. Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. Without further ado, though, I'm about to bring Ross Maisha on. I see him up in the chat here. Let's go ahead and bring Ross on. Ross, what's going on? What's going on?
Blessed love king, respect every time.
Oh yeah, you already know. Respect, respect, respect. Yeah, for all those who don't know, this is Ross Maisha here with me. Uh, long time. Not only music mate of mine, but a great friend. A guy that's taught me a lot. He does a lot of good teaching and things of that nature. And gifted musician from a musical background, musical family. You know, big ups, Ross. How you doing?
Yeah, man, everything blessed, Jack.
Yes, I.
You
Yes,
know,
I. Yes, I. Yes, I. Let's see if we can tap into the chat here to make sure that we're following along and seeing if people are commenting in. Okay, there we go. There we go. Yeah, Ross. So, got you in here tonight. Out there that don't know, I'm gonna let Ross explain a little bit about his background. Kind of tell people, what part of Jamaica you come from. The early foundations of Ross Maisha.
well, early foundation, Falmouth, Trelawney,
Hmm.
Jamaica, West Indies, north side of Jamaica,
Okay, so
Kind
that's
of
the north side.
grew up on the beach, beach and country vibes, right, like a seaport town, So it's a
Okay,
historic North Coast town, Jamaica, right now, it have the shipping docks or whatnot, but we grew up there, you know what I mean? Father is a musician, and so we grew up around the early part of reggae music, you know what I'm saying?
hmm.
Yes,
And when
like,
you say early part of music, reggae music, talk about the foundations of reggae a little bit because people, you know, people enjoy reggae music, but they may not really know where the reggae music come from.
Well, you know, the reggae music come from the different African expressions in Jamaica, and also the music of the time, which was at that point ska, you know.
Mm,
So you get to find out that the reggae now really have the Rastafari influence. So the Naya Bingi aspect of the Rastafarian trad come into the music once the popular youth or the people of the day start getting more in tune to the Rastafari culture that was just blooming in Jamaica. So you find out that the music took on a strong Rasta influence or by way of the Naya Bingi. So a lot of people say reggae is like a offshoot of the Naya Bingi,
mm.
but it's just a to me is like a continuation of that cultural expression, you know.
Yes, 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 yes. Sounds right. Sounds about right. I was about to say, and when you talk about the Naya Bingi, because of course, most of the listeners are not familiar with Naya Bingi culture and Naya Bingi practice and things of that nature.
True.
Could you shed a little light on that, King Scene?
Definitely, definitely. Well, you find out that the Naya Bingi is like we would say the Naya Bingi is like one of the foundation houses of Rastafari. In Rastafari, you have many mansions, but three mostly known: 12 tribes of Israel, the Naya Bingi, and the Bobo Shanti. You know,
Yeah.
so you get to find out say the Naya Bingi now have the 1-2 order, which also the Bobo Shanti use the Naya Bingi. So the Naya Bingi is just a expression that means death to black and white oppressor. Well, death to white oppressor initially, and it is a word from Uganda, from the Queen Ayavingi, and because she carry on that warrior spirit that took on to the Rastafari movement as well, because Haile Selassie was crowned in a secret meeting
Mm,
as one of the, if not the king of the Nyabingi at that time, wherein the Nyabingi was formed to keep oppression out of Africa.
mm.
So
Similar to how like hip hop had its start.
yeah, we can say that, but it's kind of different in certain aspect, because like I said, the Nyabingi is a whole um host within Rastafari itself that comes from the struggle that was happening in Africa, from Queen Ayavingi to the Nyabingi movement, which Haile Selassie is the emperor of, to keep oppression out of Africa, and that is the part of the Rastafari movement. And so the drumming and the ritualistic aspect of Rastafari comes to be known as Nyabingi. So
Mm,
you have all aspect of Rastafari that use the Nyabingi as their sacred music, as their sacred sounds. Then
yeah, 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 definitely.
the ritualistic aspect of Rastafari is
Hmm.
strongly embedded in Rastafari in Nyabingi. So um, a lot of ones also say that the hip hop now, as you would say, branch off from the reggae music, but not really say branch off, but it has reggae influences in it, because it's American a North American music, so it is mostly put together by I and I people who's from North America or whatnot, and with help of
Okay.
different Caribbean culture. It's like just like any other thing that's taking place in New York. You're going to have Jamaicans, you're going to have Haitians, you're going to have all different kind of nation of people put in, from the fashion to the food to the music, and that's just how New York is. It's a melting pot of different cultures. So the music that come out of New York would have to be a melting pot of different cultures also. you know.
Absolutely. I felt the culture when I was in Brooklyn and visited Flatbush. Seeing
Yeah,
that's one of the foundationary areas I know for a fact. Just from the culture and just the vibe. Just from taking it in, I was able to get a piece of that. But the eye's given me a lot. A lot over the years as far as understanding the culture and understanding dialect and dialogue. I'm part
true,
Caribbean
true.
myself, and I found that out through just doing knowledge and research with Russ. You know,
Seeing,
and
seeing.
so the tradition of reggae music is alive and well, and it's very strong. And you said your family was heavily involved in reggae music. Talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, man. Well, you get for overstand. Say, hold on 1 second. Just trying to get all these plug in together. So we don't, what I mean, shout out during the program or anything like that.
Yeah. That sounds about right. That sounds about right. Um, yeah.
Yeah, but
Ross. Hmm.
yes, I father was one of the members of the reggae group Twinkle Brothers.
Okay.
So, and then you have, we come up around that aspect. I won't even go into the church because everybody always say, yeah, I grew up in church singing. I never really sing in church or nothing like that. So I won't come on here to tell that tale, but both both sides of the family, grandparents were heavily into church. Grandfather was a preacher. So we have that kind of, you understand, run a
Yeah.
church. Grandmother also into the um the spiritual movements, and
Spiritual. Yeah.
you know
Yeah.
she's like the first lady of the church. So
Okay.
I grew up in that kind of aspect and having, but my mother listened to music straight through. Cause father wasn't always there, but I can always remember old lady keeping that kind of vibe always. So we kind of have that kind of music link still.
Okay.
Mhm.
That's real cool. That's real cool. And so seeing that the travels of the families came from Jamaica to the America. Um, Talk about your first experience in America when you moved here, and what year was that when you came, King?
The first time I come to America, if I remember, was 19 probably 1990, around 1991, somewhere around that. You know what I mean? Come here at 11-year old for the first time. When I first come here, I was like 10, 11. You
Okay.
understand? And then
Yeah.
here for about call it a year, or maybe no, here for a few years, then went back to Jamaica and started high school, and then come back into Pittsburgh somewhere around the ending of 93.
Right. So when you first came to America, though, you weren't in Pittsburgh.
No, no, I was in California at that time.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
Oakland to be specific. I went to schools in Oakland and so on and so forth, and then I actually lived in Las Vegas for a year. So I did middle school and all that out in Las Vegas also. So
Okay. So yeah,
yeah.
most of the introduction from the West Coast, and
Mhm.
talk about what it was like at that time in the West Coast at that time for the eye.
Well, West Coast was cool. That's where I get my first broken nose. But you know, yeah, you
Yeah.
have to learn. You have to learn of it. You know what I mean? Fight and impact. But yeah, it was cool. West Coast was cool. We had a
Yeah.
little we had like a little record store. Father had like one of the first kind of reggae record store. You know what I mean? So
Mm.
we was our also. I live across the street from Thurman. Uncle Thurman. Other people know him in Oakland as T Wahoozy. T Wahoozy's Records was one of the
Ah,
bigger record shops. So they lived across the street. So we always get to see the rapper, the boys,
yeah.
Neutrons, MC, Spice One, Mac
Seeing,
Mall,
seeing.
Too Short, know most of them people they Quick Draw, DJ Quick, them kind of
Okay.
brethren that was around them kind of people, hearing about them, knowing them people working with them, so on and so forth. So it was kind of around the music industry. A lot of like even the brethren who sing Hail Mary also was a family
Uh,
friend also.
Tupac.
Prince Ital Joe, him and
Oh,
Tupac was cool. At that time
okay.
Tupac was he wasn't so big then, but we kind of know about Tupac. But my stepmother and them work with Digital Underground,
Okay. Seeing, seeing, seeing.
Shock G, and at that time L.A. Reid, Babyface, and them kind of people. Tony. Those
Yeah.
were like the big name back then.
Yeah. It's crazy because a
20.
lot of people don't know Tony was from the West Coast, you know?
Yeah, man, Raphael Shadi. Yeah, man.
Seeing,
Yeah,
seeing.
man. Stepmother was singing with them also on and off,
Okay.
like doing studio work with that group. You know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Definitely. Definitely. So a taste of the industry at a young age, if you
Yeah,
will.
man. Know what it was. My father used to like I said, we were across the street from Tees Wawuzi Thurman. So he already had a drop on how to print albums. We did our first label somewhere around that time. I designed the drawing as a little child too, Birthright
Oh
Records.
yeah.
So we were already putting out our own album and everything. Had basically like a production at a in-house at home production label, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. So
Yeah.
you basically been an artist since a young person.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
Musically and graphic artist.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Definitely, definitely. A lot of murals around town here. Uh, Ras Maisha has created, and you can see them if you go into certain parts of town. And
Yeah, man.
the graffiti and the freehand art and just a lot of the different designs that you've done. If you guys check out Ras Maisha on Facebook or any social platform, you can check out the artwork and talk about how the art kind of like relates to the music, because I know that they go kind of hand in hand when you're delivering a message through the music. you know
Yeah, man. You get to find out that the art part of the music is art still. But when we deal with music as far as Rastafari music, it is a feel, it is a vibe, it is a look. It
hmm
is a meditation around the conquering line of the tribe of Judah, Haile Selassie. So
hmm
we always represent with the Ethiopian flag. We always represent with the Star of David. We always represent with the Black Queen of Sheba, with the Black Haile Selassie, with the Black Solomon, with the Black David, and everything black. So we basically see all of the prophet them,
hmm
African and black people. So we try to inculcate that in our artwork and our music. They don't really separate the art and the music come like one. See it. So we paint the music and we
Yeah,
paint the culture. And
yeah.
and this goes back to the days of Egypt, to the
hmm
days of even the first Christian that come from Egypt, the Coptic. They were heavily influenced by the hieroglyphics and these things on the wall, because they say, a word is a word and a picture say 1,000 words and a sign is
mm,
1,000 pictures. So the man who do the iconography is a very key person. So
yeah,
we keep,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Wow, that's really, really, really a good insight. Because a lot of people don't know how they correlate. But
Yes, sir.
I was gonna say, and you were mentioning at the in that stance, with Africa, you know, and how
True.
much of a connection Africa does have to Rastafari, to Jamaican culture, to
Yeah, man.
Jamaican background and makeup.
Yeah, man.
Um,
Marcus Garvey is the prophet of Rastafari, you know. So
mhm.
Marcus Garvey said, look to Africa for the crowning of a black king, speaking and pertaining to Haile Selassie. So you get to find out, so Marcus Garvey, as the father of the Back to Africa movement, is also the first prophet of the Rastafari movement. And the founder, if you can even say that, one of the founders of the Rastafari movement is Marcus Garvey. So Marcus Garvey planted, so Rastafari is a back to Africa or a African movement, you know.
Yeah, 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 yeah. True, true,
Mhm.
true, 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 true. Yeah, because a lot of people out there really don't know the correlation, you know, between African culture and many other cultures for that factor,
Yeah.
you know. And so, you know, it's no different with you know, with Rastafari and Jamaica and other cultures. And it's good for you to know that, you know your foundation, know your history of things. It can give you a start point, can give you
Yeah.
you know, if you didn't know before, you can at least know in the long going, you know. You gain knowledge over the course of time. And so
True.
uh when you decided to become an artist, Ross, like a music artist, that is, music artist, well, did you start off as a musician first and then develop into an artist?
You know, to be to tell you the truth, they both. I don't know when one start and when one stop. You know, I always was into music. So it's like um anytime I was asked to get on stage, I never turned down the opportunity, whether I prepared myself for it or not. But I just know anytime from childhood I was asked to get on stage, I got on stage. First time
Okay.
coming to Pittsburgh, I was asked to get on stage, and I got on stage. That was the last show, Mailman. You know, Mailman
Yes, yes.
who helped
From
with the Chronic album. Yeah,
Yes,
and
with
the
the
Hill
West,
District.
from Pittsburgh, but with West Coast fame. Yeah.
Yes, straight Hill District. So I want
Yes.
to large up the Hill District. You see me?
Yes, indeed. Because that was the
Yeah.
first. That was the first. Place that you pretty much kind of like built your foundation in Pittsburgh. Am I correct?
Yeah, man, we definitely with a link, as they say, he from the hill, you know.
Yes,
So
I.
you know,
Yes,
Pittsburgh
indeed.
got that thing from wherever you landed, that's where you're branded, you know. So they
Which is right.
brand you where you land. So that is it. So we have and over there, as you know, have a strong music roots, but we were asked to perform and we did, and that's kind of how it on and off from there, you know. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, definitely, definitely. Which is really cool, really cool, really cool. So what I was gonna do now is play one of the tunes. Just to take a break in the interview here, if that's all
Mhm.
right. Play a little music, play a little Ross Maisha music. I was thinking that we're gonna go back a little bit into some of our history, because me and Ross, we've been working together for 2 decades strong plus.
Mhm.
2 decades strong plus, and so we have a nice little library. But I wanted to play a few tracks so people can get familiar. But I pulled this one up from our archive. This is called "Someone." So you guys check this out.
Someone told me, someone told me, someone told me, someone told me, yeah. Someone told me a while in the past, never pull it out unless you're gonna blast. Live by by the gun, son, you're gonna die fast. Last will be first and the first will be last. Study your lessons while sitting in class. Better than guessing and a whipping on ass. Respect mama ram sitting and a laughing. Everything real and clear as a pot now. He's not around but I see him in a glance. Parts of the town where we usually dance. Begging $1 as people are pass. Food out the garbage, dump on the trash. Poor man told me the handling of cash. Make many friends until your money dash. Never buy things in a hurry or a flash. Worse in the dark, anyone could have stash. Rich fools see the poor youths and splash. Never yet beef, well for sure he'll crash. Government steal everything gets squashed. Remember he told me the real is stash. Old man drink until the liquor wash. Beer to the white grey color of ash. Fought in the war so many years back. Scars on his face hidden by his old hat. Decomposed, nobody knew what. Nearest of king found on a flu shot. Phone got a ring while sitting on the blocks. Sorry to inform you, that was your pops. Someone told me, someone told me. Someone told me, someone told me. Yeah. Someone told me a while in the past. Never pull it out unless you're gonna blast. Live by the gun, son, you're gonna die fast. Last will be first and the first will be last. Study your lessons while sitting in class. Better than guessing and whipping on ass. Respect mama ram sitting and laughing. Everything real
real
and
and
clear as a
clear as a
pot.
pot.
He's not around but I
But
see
I
him
see
in
him
the
in the
glance.
glance,
Parts of the
parts of the
town where we
town where we
usually
usually
dance.
dance.
Begging $1 as
Yeah, history, you know. hmm I make sure this seem like it's muted, you know.
My bad. Yeah.
All
I
right, there
was
you
about
go.
to, sorry about that. Yeah. That was definitely someone. If you could do me a favor and break down that record a little bit and give us a insight on the message.
Well, it has around it's around just growing up in a community and being schooled by people of the community, you know. But
Hmm.
this one especially, it kind of make a reference of someone told me so. It's a story of a youth who was told and schooled by someone on the street, and then when he found out that was his father, you know, like he was schooled by a bum on the street, he would talk to this bum on the street. So when the person passed away, they the person had put him as the nearest of kin on their information.
Hmm.
So when the person passed away, that's how he found out that the old man that used to see him and tell him things and give him a little money and these little things on the street side was actually his father.
Wow.
Yeah. hmm
Wow. And translated right into the music and you know, with the songs that you have, because you have a lot of songs, King. You know, a lot of things written, a lot of a lot of message. You know, and if the message is is part of everyday life, what inspires you? You know, in certain ways to send the positive message that you send.
is like you can't turn turn any occasion into like a teaching lesson or a positive lesson to me,
Yeah.
because that's what most of the time you have to do if you don't want to get caught out, if you don't want to get pulled out
Hmm.
and do certain things. You understand?
Yeah.
You always you have to know how to turn negativity into like positivity or try to send some kind of message with the
Yeah.
music or whatnot. So what we usually do is we take the direct influence. Boom. If I'm gonna tell you what happened, especially if there are children around, if there's adults and certain things, I want to explain it where I'm not offensive. You
Yeah.
understand? Even if we
Yeah.
have to say certain things, or we want to put it in a more manner that you might cry, but you still might laugh or whatever. So that's the telling the music is known different. I'm not gonna come out with a bag of negative or bad or bad word just to tell you the same thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can always do that. So I just choose that kind of part and always think, so well, if I do music, I want to do it so the children can listen to it.
Yes, I. Yes, I. Yes, I. Um, and that is a core foundation of the message of the music that we tend to deliver, and we actually came up with a style of our own based off of it with the Ross trap, and that was
Hmm.
I would say an early introduction. Low key, I think that we may have sparked a new movement with it, a new way to express the message. And so, I think I'm going to play a little bit of the next song that I want to play is I want to play the what I got here. Everything. We'll play everything.
Hmm.
Yes, indeed. So this is
Yeah.
you want to set this up one up, King.
No man, go ahead, man. Go
All
through,
right.
play it, man. Go ahead, go ahead. Yeah,
All
man.
right. All right. This is everything. Ross Maisha.
It's not my fault. Crystal I listen, I see I is everything. Put in my memories. Higher than any king. Rastafari this. Tell it to my siblings. Brethren, sisters. Up on 9 level this. Push away my evilness. 7 to 11 me. Never where the devil be. Clever like a cherubim. Stand up black Elohims. Alpha Omega being. Nego see me rain. Take away any pain. Healing in every way. Feeding us every day. Juice like a lemonade. Choose what your mother made. Or juice off another place. Those who know what fi pay. Sabbath and a Saturday. Pork muscle in a plate. No joke, me no run a gate. Laugh and a celebrate. Cough and a bubble straight. Chalice and a suey straight. Malice me no win a hate. Salice jaja in a me. November gathering. No place I rather be. Keter and a tamarind. Yard like a tamarind. Speaking a Aramic. Keys and the Aramic. People just follow me. Selassie, Kadamawi. I Selassie is everything. Good in my memories. Higher than any king. Rastafari me. Tell it to my siblings. Brethren, sisters. Up on 9 level this. Push away my heaviness. Highly is everything. Good in my memories. Higher than any king. Rastafari me. Tell it to my siblings. Brethren, sisters. Up on 9 level this. Push away my heaviness. 7 to 11 me. Never where the devil be. Clever like a cherubim. Stand a black Elohims. Alpha Omega being. Nego see me rain. Take away any pain. Heal us in every way. Feeding us every day. Juice like a lemonade. choose why your mother me. Choose off another place. News who know what fi pay. Sabbath on a Saturday. Poke mustn't in a plate. And joke me no run a gate. Laugh and a celebrate. Cough bubble so we straight. Chalice a me so we malice me no in a it. Salasaja in a me. November gathering. No place that I rather be. Kete ya me tambourine. I yard like a tamarind. Speaking a Amharic. Giza ni Amharic. Just people come follow me. I still see I is everything. Good in my memories.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I Selassie is everything. Good in my memories. Higher than any king Rastafari is, you know. Just the whole message in the music, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Chadlaka,
definitely.
you know, Tamarin. If you know, Tamarin is like one of the saints of music with Saint Yared in Ethiopia. So everything have a message, you know.
Everything has that was the point that I was really trying to drive home is the good message that comes through with it and empowering message, empowering, if you will.
Man.
You know? Yeah.
You know, so people tell me that Ethiopia call me and say them use my song like Christmas carols in some place at Ethiopia, you know, so the songs are Christmas carols.
Well, that definitely doesn't surprise me, you know, because the music has an impact like that, and a lot of people don't know how far music really can stretch. And if you could touch on that a little bit, because there's places that our music touches that most people may not be aware of, but it's true. Once you put the message in the atmosphere, it can carry a pretty far away.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Music make an astral travel. You understand?
Yeah, most people don't know astral. They don't know what you mean by astral, but that's one of the planes in the dimensions in spiritual realm, you know?
Yeah, man. Music. You see, they have a Bible verse that say, as well as the singers and the players of instruments shall be there, all my springs are in thee. And I always talk about the damsel shaking of the timbrels. You get to find out, say, the Ark of the Covenant, which is the sacred object, the most sacred object in Bible in ancient Bible knowledge, one of the most. The Ark of the Covenant can't move without music. Every war have a bugler that goes out with the drumming for brave up the troop.
Or
you know, every morning, the horn, the bugle.
Yeah.
So you find out, you know, is either you take it that way, or you're going to have the music like the Pied Piper that lead the children out. You see? So music, you know, the lightning and thunder is music for the angels too, you know. So whether them know it or not, you know, see. So all these things, everything are music, my lad. The bird them are singing, I see. So I just want music, one vibration, Rastafari.
Seeing. Speaking of, that was gonna set up my next record, which is Thunderstorm. We're going to play a little something from Ross again. This one is called Thunderstorm. Check it out.
Judgment give thanks and praise it. Man a lightning and thunderstorm, earthquake and a crystal vault. March on so quick for patch can. Anyway you see me at the lava turn on. Man a lightning and thunderstorm, earthquake and a crystal vault. March on so quick for patch can. Anyway, you see me at the lava turn on. Never fear who no waste and them ugly face. Hand pan hard bubble man I travel safe. Over the gravel and the concrete pavement. Turban rapper and the bubble nah shave. Anyway, you see me Babylon and you see bravery. Highly Selassie and mighty King David. Talking a lot to the I just save it. Slavery abolish and them still never pay it. Man and lightning and thunderstorm. Earthquake and the crystal vault. March on so quick for Parch Con. Anyway you see me at the lava turn on. Man and lightning and thunderstorm. Earthquake and the crystal vault. March on so quick for Parch Con. Anyway you see me at the lava turn on. Hook and narrow in a years them a make it. Ice in cover decorate to no cake them. Christian heaven in a sky just fake it. Stockpile guns and bombs and pair clip. In a me young them a spine out spaceship. Alien world of them even create. Boys and girls nowadays this potato. Falling chemicals in a the rain. Man a lightning and thunderstorm. Earthquake and the crystal vault. March on so quick for Parch Con. Anyway you see me at the lava turn on. Man a lightning and thunderstorm. Earthquake and the crystal vault. March on so quick for Parch Con. Anyway you see me at the lava turn on. Them say sexual signals over the radio. Bleach out brother them favor tornado. Bogle me listen me say with the tornado. The water they glisten and the more from creation. Anyway you see me say higher meditation. More marijuana for sacramentation. Natural elements more pyration. Earth full of evidence all in a nature. Man a lightning and thunderstorm. Earthquake and the crystal vault. March on so quick for Parch Con. Anyway you see me at the
Great tune, King. Seeing great tune, great tune. Again, you know, just as we were just speaking it.
Yeah, man. More pyration, evidence in a creation.
Pyration.
Pyration, you know, the pi. You get to find out, say, you like the Fibonacci sequence, or you understand all these things. So we just say, based on that aspect, pi ratio is all in creation. You know, so we are lightning and thunderstorm, you know, so that song there. It just like me I say, if we are tell a story, brethren, we don't really say pick a topic per se, but even we try to keep everything within explanation, whether we are use maths, science, history.
Yeah.
We just put it all together, brethren. I can't tell you a story, but me still can use 1 + 1, or you know what I'm saying? These things. So all of what we know, we put it, so every song go and be, if you tell me if you sing a love song, I go and put something in there where you go give thanks, you know?
Absolutely. Well said. These records are you can find them on the platforms, you know, go to Apple Music, go to Spotify. You can look up Rasta Book by Maisha. And I think I got one more song that I want to play, King. We could play, of course, a lot of different songs, but I wanted to give them Pandemic Tales. And talk about when we tales. Talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, because actually we still didn't even put it out.
No, not officially.
You know, we still didn't even put it out. Well, I chose not to upload the video on YouTube because over the time, but in my mind I know that when the whole pandemic coming, it was like scare tactics.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Don't do this 6 feet apart. Do this. So it was just when I go down to Jamaica the first time during the pandemic, I couldn't come back without do a song. And then, it's like I see them take away the street dogs from Jamaica and bring them to Canada. I'm like, yo, this serious.
man.
Because may I say it's just so many plot to the system, brethren. I just had to do a pandemic song, and this is like for sure you from my perspective or me view the whole pandemic. You understand?
Pandemic. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Pandemic. Yeah, man, the
Pandemic.
whole pandemic,
Pandemic.
Yeah,
Yes,
man.
well said, well said. With that being said, we're gonna play Pandemic Tales. This is Ross Maisha on the custom.
Pandemic can't stop me from smoking. Them say take vaccine, them joke. All police, them a curfew the garrison. When enough club of foreign still open. After 7, everybody have it on a yard. Grandmother run shot and Panadol. Police and patrol no signal. And every mongrel dog live a Canada. School now keep only gang war. From what they socially have to stand for. Government them turn in a landlord. 6 feet apart like ganja. No virus a sneak in a mansion. Bad sinus church in a rapture. Minus a blackout a scripture. Rastafari just show me the chapters. Now a drone instead of helicopters. Over home them seat and a laptop. Coulda liar, you coulda been a doctor. Zigzag, we turn you in a drop top. Mirror crack fat woman in a opera. Like Africa, them take away we mineral. Every day invention a bigger gun. In a Chirac is only a nigga shot. Seen too many cops at a funeral. From soldier go down to the general. Just leave it to God like a vengeance. Juvenile calm no temper. Can't come in our yard like fence lock. Erase them just like a pencil. Now a bingy the 7-eye temple. Thunder they roll, Rome tremble. Babylon the evil no mingle. Power of the most high within you. Multiplicity reduced to a single. Good words are produced now bringle. Heard niggas up in England. Told Vatican church free people. Hold off of the aisle, them a sprinkle. Show love to children, be gentle. Pandemic can't stop me from smoking. Say if it take vaccine, them joking. The police want curfew, me garrison. When enough club of foreign still open. After 7, everybody have it on a yard. Grandmother run sharp and Panadol. Police the patrol, no signal. Mongrel dog gone Canada. School now keep only gang war. Dear socially what we stand for. Government turn in a one landlord. Want me 6 feet apart like ganja.
Man, man, something epic when you brought that one through, King. Like that was just a great record. Big large up to yourself for that one, and very, very much so descriptive. When the people get a chance to see the video, it'll tie it all in together,
Yeah, man.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, man. And yeah, that is. Yeah, man. Them is some serious word sounds, that need to go out there. Pandemic can't stop me from smoking. Take vaccine, a joke.
Yeah.
police curfew the garrison of the Jamaican community, the ghetto
Hmm.
community. So me say
So
police man a
garrison is
curfew
garrison
the
equals
garrison.
the ghetto.
Yeah,
Okay.
policeman a curfew the garrison. When
Mm-hmm.
enough club a foreign still open, cause you have them, I tell them say you can't go out, you can't do that. When I just left from America, where clubs was still open.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? People were, it was party. People were getting sick in the clubs because everybody come out with no mask. And then you're down in Jamaica at gunpoint telling the people they can't even stay in front of their yard in more than threes and fours. That's what was going on down there. It was like almost like special ops to some police, you know what I mean? To let's just go out and mess with people on these curfew days.
Mm.
You know what I mean? So yeah, American, a lot of American after the first week or so, people just start doing their regular thing, like, yo, you're not gonna coop me up in the house. But the rest of the world was like that for 2 years.
A long time. Yeah, much longer than people really even recognize. And I think sometimes in America, we tend to overlook how severe those things end up being in countries like Jamaica.
Yeah, man, they still recommend mask protocols in some places to this
Mm,
day.
mm,
You know what I'm
mm,
saying?
So even if you go home now, there's certain places where they have those protocols still in
Yeah,
effect.
the last time I was home, you couldn't go into the grocery store without a mask.
Mm,
And
wow.
this was, you know, maybe a little bit over a year ago.
Oh
Some
wow.
places you still couldn't enter without a mask, Bridget.
Wow. Wow. That's something. That's something.
Hmm.
Um, the part you still own property and things of that down there, correct, King?
Yeah, somewhat family.
Yeah, family. Yeah, 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 yeah,
Hmm.
yeah, yeah. Businesses and things of that nature. So you kind of understand the dynamic. Like, say you do have a business there. I'm pretty
Hmm.
sure that affects the business as well.
Oh, definitely,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
definitely. You
Yes.
know,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, right now everything kind of what they would say back to normal again. As Anthony
Okay.
D would say. But what is normal? Everything that was normally basically changed after that.
Yeah. True. 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 True.
So
True.
you know
True.
what I mean. It's just
Yeah.
is a new normal now.
Mm.
You know.
Absolutely, absolutely. And they don't know we've been working on another project as yet to be titled at this moment in time. You guys need to know that we're working on another project. Roster Book is available now. You can definitely check out Roster Book. You can go on Ross Maisha's SoundCloud. Just type in Ross Maisha as you see it down on the below the screen where his name is, and you can Google him and the music will come up and you guys can check everything out. Um, we're gonna definitely come back with Ross because we got to get more in depth with more stuff.
Yeah, man. We go. Tell you, man. You see, right now, Brethren, where the music is concerned. I know a couple times we say we're supposed to link up and do some more recording.
Yeah,
But one of the main reason I'm not picking up the phone, jumping like, yo, whoop de whoop, make everything happen organic. You
yeah,
see?
yeah.
We
Which is
had
the
enough
best way.
time I just chasing the music, chasing this, doing that. Me also have to do art. So I want when we do going to make a song, each song count. Even the other day, I was when you're doing the next album, when you're doing the next song or whatever. But may I say the songs that we already did, we have couple towards the project already. But me want need something where I come like you longing. You understand? So we have put the words them together. So anytime we go in the studio, it be a special moment than just always in the studio just doing a million songs and then pick through
Right,
them. No,
right. Make it more
every song,
meaningful,
yeah, every
purposeful.
song, yeah, because when we go out and we play with the band, we get a new kind of, we get a different kind of range with the music too. You
Absolutely,
understand?
absolutely.
So we want to put in back some more instrumental work
Hmm.
and not really say go backwards, but kind of get
Revisit, like a
get
revisit.
get forward into the one two the
Hmm.
roots music.
Yeah,
The message is there, but
yeah,
we want get forward, not so much with as even though we use the computer and we have the trap sound now, but we want to bring it forward now
yes,
to our ancient vibes where we can say, yeah, because we have those songs already, we already
yeah,
have some of those songs, so you know what I mean. We can when me and you sit down and we play in the keyboard them, we put
yeah,
in a
yeah,
real drum, we put
yeah,
in a real hands where people
yeah,
know say, yo, this I don't just now go up on the keyboard and just type it in.
yeah, yeah. Which is right. Which is right. Which is right, King.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. All in due time. All in due time.
Yeah, man, but we are get it right where we can say, all right, this, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So, yeah,
Makes
man.
sense,
So,
King. Yes, no rush, no fuss. That's one of our favorite sayings. So, all in due time, all in due time. Ross, I appreciate you coming through tonight. On the Custom Beat Show. We're gonna
yeah,
have Ross
man, give
back.
thanks for having I.
Yeah, more often. More than likely, you'll see us a lot more often together online. Doing things. So,
Yeah,
you
man.
guys stay tuned with it and make sure you follow Ross on all of his social platforms. Like I said, right below his picture, you can see his name. Just type that in, search it out. You'll find the music.
Yeah, man. Tell them, I want custom beat king. I don't want to play with J-Pod thing. Make some man
Mm,
know say J-Pod I do this. J-Pod I do this from no found no mother way in a elementary school. J-Pod I make
mm.
beat. And I beat them hard. You see me? All over.
Thanks.
So just respect our manners up. J-Pod. You see what I say? Yeah,
Seeing,
man.
seeing. Give thanks, King. Give thanks. Give thanks. Really appreciate it. Yes, we out of here though, guys. This is our time. Thanks for tuning in to the Custom Beat Show. You make sure you catch me on Monday nights, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Like, subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Follow the movement. We're gonna get to it. And for Ross Maisha, it's J Pad the Juggernaut.